this tutorial, I want to show you the difference between a cluster and digital scrapbooking elements. So I'm guilty of that myself. I just show you one of my kits or DigiDesign Resort kits, and this is the Midsummer Night kit. And when I scroll down, you see elements. You see tons of elements here, a clock and a flower and a bow and frame, and you just see single elements wherever you look, a bird and grass and so on. This is not about designing. An element is just that, an element. It's not designing, because each of us can learn the technique to extract elements. An element and a creative element, however, is a cluster. And here is the Midsummer Night DVD, which I have just shown you. And here is a cluster from that DVD. And you see it looks much different. Yes, the elements which you see here in the cluster are here in the kit. You can see the bird here and the flowers and whatever. But making a cluster makes this something creative, something designed, and something which is worth and very unique to be added to your digital scrapbooking kit. Another example, here again is a rainforest kit from us, from Mystica Designs. You can find it at DigiDesign Resort. And here is a cluster from that. And you see, these elements, all these elements which are shown here in a scenery, are here in, it's a scenery as well, which could be placed in a rainforest. And you can place someone on it, you can just decorate your page with that. It gives you a direction, yes, but after all, rainforest gives you a direction as well. So you don't get your customers to just do what you want them to do, but you give them ideas, you give them suggestions of what layout they make and what they are going to do. So this is your creativity. So when you create a cluster, is a creative way to use elements. It's nothing against that you just add elements to your kits, but you should also add clusters. Clusters are your creative way to make your kit very unique. And you can't do that without adding clusters or anything you have refined. So an element, an extracted element is just that, an extracted element. But when you're going to use it in a new way, when you make something new of these elements, that is a creative way, and that is what makes your kit unique. So my suggestion here, do not just add elements, use them in a creative way. Make clusters, make word art with elements, make borders, make whatever comes to your mind, but do not just add elements to your kits, because that will avoid sales in the end. It will be boring for people because they can find flowers everywhere, but your cluster you make from your kit is unique, and they can find that just in your kit. I hope that makes sense. And if you want to learn more about designing digital scrapbooking kits, come over to join the Safari Lounge designer classes. I post a link here directly under the video, and I hope you see you inside.